So the idea is as follows. I want to create 3 beautiful circles with wonderful textures, but then I was stuck and I thought, well, what am I going to use to work with the circles? So what I'm going to do is be taking these lips off. I've got 1, 2, 3 different sizes. I'm going to take the lips off and use that as my circular shape to then hold the gravel away from my planting. We're going to start by just giving it a cut, working our way around, and then probably go in with some tin snips, and then off we go. I think we're through, and that is exactly what I'm wanting. Ta-da! Okay, nice even lip on the top. Don't really worry about this because that's going to be buried, so let me get the other 2 done. I've got this gravel area, and what a perfect spot to do something like that. The first thing what we've got to do now is rake away this gravel. Let's put it to one side. We've got to get the weed guard that's underneath here out, and we can start digging up the soil. I'm actually astounded by the amount of compaction and what has gone on with the soil. Quite scary, actually. The scariest part is that I need to get it out of here. Oh, not too bad. Oh, this is actually not that bad. I've kind of made a hole big enough for to bury someone in, but that's not the plan. The plan is I've dug it down a whole spade's length, and that's what we need. Next up is to get our soil prepped for this area. I've got some potting soil mixed with a bit of compost. It's a 50-50 mix, and literally it's just going to go into the hole. Nice and simple. I'm going to fill it up a little bit more, a good few handfuls of bone meal, and then 1 or 2 handfuls of some organic pellets. And organic pellets are essential to make sure that the right nutrition is in here, because in clay soil, nutrition is blocked. Right, that should do. A bit more soil in there, and let's mix it up. I'm going to be taking my 3 circles. Let's position them, because the idea is, folks, that this is what's critical. We want the gravel to literally lip this. All right, folks, let the fun begin. This is called Carrick's Frosted Curls. Let's take this little baby out. I'm going to start with 1 in the middle. Get this next baby in. Okay, fluff them out a bit. So you see we put 1 in the middle. Try to space them nice and evenly. When my little lip goes over, going to be gorgeous. Let's get to the next one. I've got some gorgeous little echeverias here, already coming into flower. Lots of babies on them. Great value for money, and that's what works. You've got this change in texture. Out it comes, all right, and 1 little baby goes in the middle. Fantastic. Last little baby that's going in is a gorgeous little sedum. You get various, many different varieties. This is sea urchin. Beautiful, look at that. Do you see? It's all about changes in texture, changes in color. And in this little circle, I'm literally only going to need 3. I could really only put 1 in and wait for it to grow. But alas, why not put in 3? Get them really nice and close. Oh, what a beaut. You'll notice that there's still lots of soil area, but that makes it much easier now, because all we do is we take a bit of the soil and then just fill it up. Our 3 groups of plants are in. Now all I've got to do is pop the collar around it, which is going to give us those beautiful circles and the formality that I've been looking for. You little guy, in you go. Gorgeous. Okay, get it over gently so that we don't damage the plants. Firm it down. Alrighty. All that's left to do now is let's fill in the gravel. Let's take a look at how it turned out. Well, there you have it, folks. Beautiful circles of relaxation, working with the textures, with the sedum, the echeveria, and the Carrick's grass. And I love the change in texture against the gravel. And that, just walking on it, I love the sound. This could be incredibly calming in anyone's garden. And remember, if you've got a garden that big, you can make big circles. Go out and give it a try.